What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Mic's on, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Subi Pilot, dip my chip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Give me 12 cents, yar. Okay, I like that. I like that enthusiasm. What's going on, Sidhu? Yes, thank you. Hit that like button. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ignore some of the mess over here. What's up, Cleveland? What's going on, Mauer? Welcome back to the stream, man. Preezy, what's going on? Hope everybody's doing good today. This won't be an extremely long stream, I don't think. And I hate to keep saying that every single day, but just as a disclaimer, because at some point we were having like 11-hour streams. So I just feel the need when I have a feeling it's not going to be 11 hours to let everybody know. Probably be closer to half an hour. What's going on, Adam? Hope you're doing good this evening. Rick, how's it going? So let's get this started with a bit of a poll. Obviously, I'll show my screen here in just a moment. I want to get a poll going, and I want you guys to answer this question, especially a lot of you two that are just tuning into the stream. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, Amanda. How are you doing today? I made a for fun shirt. It just says subscribe. I'm only gonna wear it on stream though. It's a little much. All right, let me switch my camera. And let's get started, shall we? Don't forget, guys, hit the like button, of course, but then go ahead and answer that poll. And just want to know how everybody's feeling today. How's everybody feeling about the prices that we've reached? So we already, if you've been in this stream, no one was caught at all off guard or by surprise by the things that just happened. So you already know we were going to be 19, 18, 17 cents. So hopefully you were able to play that however you intended to play it, and you were fully prepared, because that's the whole point of this, isn't it? So I'd love to know what everyone did and see if you were able to play that the right way. Let's see. Okay. So just out of like the 10 votes so far, we've got almost a 50-50, wow, 50-50 split. So about 5 people bought some at 18-ish. And when I say 18, I mean like 18, 19. And then the other half are waiting for the next dip. Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. We've got some diversity in opinions here in the stream. Chosen One, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's it going? What are my thoughts on AXS? Is it too late to get in? I actually don't know what that is. I'll have to look at that. I feel I can double on AXS, only thing that's pumping. Subi says, dang, both options are true. I bought some at 18, sold at 20, waiting for the next scalp. Nice. Now that's a good play. I like that too. I like that. Let's take a look at AXS really quick, because I have no idea what that is. So AXS Crypto. Axie, so it's a coin from Axie. It's a blockchain-based game where players use creatures called Axies to battle, breed, and progress. They're NFTs. No, that's not for me. That's definitely not my style of investment, so I'm gonna pass on that one. It's based off a game, and then there's like NFTs, and you can sell them on a marketplace, and then somehow their AXS coin gains value. That's not at all for me. If it's gonna be anything game-based, it's gonna need to be way larger scale than just a game made for fun. The thing is, guys, here's what maybe I should just make this point now. I am not amused by massive movers. All right, you can go in the stock market and find massive movers. You can go in the crypto market and find massive movers. You can go anywhere and find massive movers. So just because something does like a 50%, 100%, or 1,000% move in a day or every day for a week or something, there's so many of those opportunities out there. If you want to find them, you absolutely can. The thing with them is a lot of time they're in niche little spaces and they're hard to find. You can find them by all means if you do your research, but they're going to be tricky to find and they're going to be risky as well. So usually they're going to be risky short-term plays. You can a lot of times they'll bait FOMO out of you to where you end up buying in just because you saw, oh, this thing went up 700% today. What if I get it now? It goes up another 700% tomorrow. And then there you are buying in potentially at the top. It's not usually all fundamentals, so you have no idea what's the top, what's the bottom. Next thing you know, price is crashing. You bought in at the top, and now you're 700%, or you know what I mean, down in the other direction, riding the wave back to where it came from. So for those kind of plays, I can't recommend those kind of things unless it is a fundamentally sound token or coin that's based off of something that provides value to like crypto in general. Those are the things I invest in. So Amanda, to your point with that particular coin, I'm sure it has its use in its space with like gamers and all that, but in my opinion, I haven't heard of the game before. I haven't really heard of anything in that space before. So that's not, for me, something that catches my eye as like, well, this is what everybody's going to look at and want to invest in. That's the kind of things I look for. Even if they're small market cap and they're kind of niche and they're not well known, those things that have potential to 1,000x or 10,000x, whatever, I want it to have like fundamentally good value to provide to cryptocurrency as a whole. So a lot of these projects that are coming up that are like layer 2 solutions, things that help us pay with cryptocurrency and all of that, those are like the more low risk but still very high reward plays that I think are like the bread and butter of crypto right now that I'm personally looking to take advantage of. But there's plenty of money making opportunities. I'm just trying to play it a little bit safer. Crypto is already volatile enough. Like I try not to get too greedy. There's plenty of money to be made here without going and gambling, get into the gambling point. So anyway, don't forget, guys, smash that like button. We're at 9 likes. We got 30 people. Let's see if we can get 30 likes. I appreciate your support. Thank you. What I want to talk about briefly, well, not briefly, it's the whole point of the stream, Dogecoin. All right, let's talk about some Dogecoin here. So as you can see, we did kind of do what we thought we were going to do. And for those that have not been here in the last couple streams, I'm going to pause the music. For those that have been here in the last couple streams, you will have seen this move that we were thinking might look to start playing itself out again. And just as a disclaimer, I don't think it's over quite yet. Thank you guys for those 2 likes. I appreciate that. I don't think it's over quite yet. But if you look right here, you see this little swing up, pulled back, massive move up, this general thing. And let's just sum this up a little bit. This move right here, and then like a dump sell-off. Then it repeated right here from this point again. This move up, this overall move, curled, and then it dumped and sold off. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But then also, I'm sorry, I actually drew that a little wrong, but you see what I'm saying? Like the first half of that pattern matches up perfectly. Then right at the end, there was like this M right here before it dumped. And then you have this same little like M. It looks exactly the same. I didn't draw that one the exact same way. My apologies, but you see what I'm saying. It looks the same. This one's just bigger. This one's smaller. But when you look at it, it like happened twice in a row. And now we're at this point where here it fell a bit, did a pullback, traded sideways, and then it sold off some more. This time it did go under, pulled back a little bit, and recovered a bit harder, but now it's trading sideways. I'm just saying that to make the point that if you just erase this line and don't look at it like that, you can see right here, there's still the possibility that this doesn't continue up much further past 20, and it just repeats the pattern that it had just made. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying is going to happen, but that's just a strong possibility. So if anyone is wondering if I am like buying this particular dip, if I'm starting to scale in at this point, if I'm feeling like I missed the bottom, or what I'm going to do next, I'll just let you know. Obviously, on my holding accounts that I said I'm going to hold on, I haven't sold since like 60 cents, and that's not going to change. All right, nothing's changed there. It's been months. On my accounts that I'm actively using to invest in different things, whether that's AMP, whether that's Cardano, or Dogecoin, primarily Dogecoin, I am not holding any position in Dogecoin yet, and I do not plan to buy yet. Now, 19-ish cents is exactly where we expected the dip to be. When we talked yesterday, I said I would not expect the first dip to be done until we hit very low 19 cents, which is why yesterday when people were like, oh, is this it? Are we going to reverse right here at like 1975? I said, I don't think so. I think we get a full dip all the way down to like 19-ish, very low 19. We actually went 1875, so we went just a quarter of a cent below that. And sure enough, the pullback. Why? Because there's going to be people that are thinking this could be the bottom. Anytime you get enough people to think that something is the bottom, they're going to buy it up, and you're going to see the bounce. And so that's what we're seeing now. Usually, you can tell if something is the bottom by the move off the bounce off. How strong is it, or how small is it and weak? So far, I have to say that it's not been a strong bounce so far. You can see we hit 1879, got 2 green candles, and now so far 3 red candles. That's not to say that at this point this candle won't flip green and take off, or that the next one won't be green and take off. But I'm saying this right here, nothing to write home about, and it's nothing that's making me feel convinced that it's not just going to continue to fail and do another dip. All right. Don't forget, guys, 34 people in here. Please, if you don't mind, smash that like button for me. Click it. That really helps us support the stream. Usually we have like 50 people already, so please click that button if you haven't. Thank you. Austin, what's going on? Hey, man, finally back. I've been super busy and haven't been able to catch you live. So many clickbait yesterday. I saw one yesterday that said Doge to $28. Oh, my goodness. Thank you guys for those likes. I appreciate it. $28. Man, that's rough. That's not going to happen, guys. I hope everybody here knows. You know, the clickbait, I'll be honest, the clickbait's getting annoying. I fell, even when I wasn't streaming today, I did fall victim to getting lured in by some Dogecoin clickbait, and I just had to unsub from a couple people today. It was unfortunate, but enough clickbait's enough. Like, urgent, must discuss, breaking news, you click on it, they say absolutely nothing. It's like, at least give us some info, right? Because I, just like you, when I'm not doing something like this, I'm looking at other content. And I want to get as much accurate Dogecoin information as I can, even, you know, beyond what I think, so that I can come with a good, well-rounded opinion. All right. And getting clickbaited into nothingness is not the way, in my opinion. But yeah, Dogecoin at $28. As much as I'm sure we'd all love that and we'd all probably be millionaires, that's not going to happen anytime soon. All right. $1, reasonable. $2 to $3 tops makes sense. Fundamentally, if you look at market caps, that's possible, though that's going to be longer term, probably not this year. All right. Maybe next year or going into the year after, $3, $3.30, whatever, getting near Ethereum's current market cap. Okay. Going beyond that, nobody knows what's going to happen. You're talking about 2 years out from now or more. You're talking about Bitcoin going past 100,000 to like towards 150 to 200,000, and Ethereum also going like 10K, 15K. All those market caps moving up to give the smaller guys more room to grow. All right, but it doesn't make sense to say Dogecoin, which has no fundamental purpose other than the one that we assign to it to be a currency. It doesn't do anything. Like Ethereum is a whole network that supports like hundreds and thousands of other cryptos that run on top of it. That's why Ethereum is massive and has a huge market cap. Bitcoin, big one, first one to the game, store of value, digital gold, proof of work, hard to find, hard to mine, and it's in the code to be deflationary. It's like the counter to the US dollar to currency, right? So that one just has a lot of value. And again, because it was here first, has that advantage. You're not catching up to Bitcoin, most likely, and you're most likely going to have a very difficult time catching up to Ethereum. So to say that Dogecoin, which does nothing other than let you buy and sell things, right? It's just a currency. It doesn't do anything. So we have to be realistic and say that we're probably not going to 10 times the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum that these coins that do nothing run on top of just because we want it to. Like, that's just not the way life works. But we know, based off what we know and how good Dogecoin is and how much we love it, how much community backing it has, all the updates that are in the pipeline, smart contracts, transaction speed reductions, transaction fee reductions, and all that good stuff to make it good for everyday trading of goods for currency, that Dogecoin probably will be the leader in that space. And because of that, we have room to like $1, $2. If you do the math, you see where I'm going with that. But that's in videos already uploaded if you want to hear the explanation. Or you can ask me, but I won't just rant. Jonathan says, do I think prices will rise after Bitcoin conference on the 21st? I definitely think so. I think so. So I don't, I've been saying this dip is long overdue. It's been in the pipeline. It's been, stalling out for so long. And we finally got this one to 16. And then the next one, this week bounce, it was just stalling out for weeks here, just waiting to happen again. But it was obvious that we didn't want to recover quite yet. So nothing surprising here. And then we, this whole move right here, we're just weak. So it's getting to a point where we've been down here, Dogecoin, 19 cents and whatever, for a very long time. And it's about time for us to recover. So, and I'm just saying, people that have been bearish on Bitcoin and bearish on the crypto market, that bearishness has had to start wearing off a little bit now. It's been 2 months that we've been down here. This initial crash was on May 20th, May 19th, and it's now July 14th. So in 5 days, it'll be exactly 2 months that we've been crashed. All right, it's been a long time. It's about time for the recovery. It's overdue. And so we're probably going to get these, whether that was 19 cents being the last dip, which I don't believe, but it could be, we'll see, or maybe another dip to 16, or even just a quick dip down to like 15, 14 cents Doge, and then like a V recovery after that, and we're out. We take off like a rocket out. That's what I think is most probable. It's bound to happen here soon. At least the start of the reversal. Then hopefully going into the 21st, when Elon Musk talks at the conference to the people over at Bitcoin, there's some good news, good discussion, positive feedback, positive outlook, enough to get rid of some of the FUD in the Bitcoin market, the market leaders space, and then help Bitcoin to increase in value as some of the investors start to feel more comfortable in the outlook, the future outlook. Because Bitcoin has had nothing but bad news over the last 2 months, except for a few pieces of good information. So we had the El Salvador announcement and a couple other things being accepted more places, ATMs for Bitcoin. All that stuff is cool. Then you have China coming down with harsher bans on mining. You had Elon Musk basically outlaw Bitcoin and suspend it. You had a whole lot of different things happen here that really have kept the price down. Ransomware attacks, criminal activity. It didn't look so good for Bitcoin, but we're getting to a point now where we can start wearing off some of that negative vibe and start getting some positivity. I think by the 21st, we'll start seeing a bit of a curl. So maybe over the next couple of days or something, we do this and loop back up, heading back towards the 21st. And then maybe we'll get some good news and start. And then maybe we'll get the actual Elon, we'll take Bitcoin announcement and really rock it off from there. So I think we're almost at the bottom, in my opinion. All right, almost. I don't think we're there yet. I think probably a couple more days, and we'll be at the actual bottom. Do I think we can hit 40 cents by the end of the year? Oh, absolutely. 100%. 1,000% I think we can hit 40 cents by the end of the year. I'll unpause the music now. Let's go to the next song. That's not the next song, though. Yeah, I absolutely think we can hit 40 cents by the end of the year. You got to keep in mind that we were just at 40 cents not long ago. I mean, just look back a couple weeks. And I mean, right here, I mean, this was, I guess, now a month ago, but this was off the Coinbase announcement, which doesn't really feel like that long ago. We hit 40 cents with ease. So, I mean, we just need Bitcoin to stop being so bearish and bringing the market down, you know, go back up to like 37, 38,000. It's not that far away. And then that should bring us pretty close. So it's not hard to do. It's just, when is Bitcoin going to recover? That's the question. What's going on, Byron? I averaged down another cent and a half at 18. Nice. You agree you did as well? Cool. Cheerleaders? Yeah, really, they are. Bear says, Doge has too many outstanding coins. Yeah, well, the thing is, there are a lot of outstanding coins, and the circulating supply, which is the outstanding coins, it is high. And the rate at which coins are produced is very high as well. But with global adoption, or even widespread massive adoption and actual use of the coin, that will kind of counter the rate that the coins are created at. So maybe it won't be like this deflationary cryptocurrency per se, but maybe also the inflation will be better than the US dollar. All right, and then it'll still at least have that perk. Because most people don't really want to spend the things that are super deflationary. They'd rather use those as things to hold on to, which makes Dogecoin a little bit better for something more temporary. Like, you hold it, you use it, you know, you don't hold it forever. In the same way that people that are financially wise, they don't just hold on to all cash, because they know with inflation, the value of their money will decrease over time by holding on to it. It's better to either spend it on what you need to spend it on, or invest it and get that out of your wallet and make money for you. But don't just ride the inflation wave, right? So Dogecoin can have that same angle. It's going to be the one for transacting. Either you have it, cool, you got a lot of it, spend it, or maybe get a lot of it, get paid a lot of it, start investing it in different things, real estate, stock market, or swapping it out for, if you just want to have a savings account, swapping it to something like Bitcoin that is deflationary, you know. But it's poised to be just that US dollar replacement in the crypto space. So, and to be a better version of it, and one that we want to use, decentralized, all the perks. Don't forget, guys, smash that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you. What do you think the bottom will be? Just got here. What's good? Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, my end of year prediction still around 60 cents. Yeah, mine too. 60 cents is very, very obtainable. I think 60 cents, well, let's say by the end of this year, Bitcoin gets the good announcement from Elon that he'll drop the suspension and all that. But what we don't get from Elon is the Dogecoin for Tesla announcement by the end of the year. I think still at some point before the end of the year, with Bitcoin on its way back up, bringing the market up, whether or not Dogecoin has that major catalyst or not, we could probably expect to see 55 to 60 cents comfortably. All right, that's territory that Dogecoin can trade in already. And unless Elon says no, we're not doing it, no matter when he makes the announcement, there's always going to be that speculative hype about when it's coming. So there will still be some momentum off of that. All right, so 60 cents is also my end of year prediction if we don't get the Elon news. If we get the Elon Doge for Tesla announcement, then I think $1 makes sense. Very close to it, give or take, you know. At least 90 cents. You know, people are going to start taking profit on the way near $1. So maybe we don't hit it exactly. Maybe there's a bounce and then a more gradual run up, like a cup and handle type thing. But yeah. Let's see. What do I think the bottom will be, though? My bottom prediction's really somewhere around about 14.5 cents. If I were to be exact, and you know, it's a game of try and predict the bottom and get as close as you possibly can to the number, I would say 14.56. All right, that's my guess. Lock that in. Everybody, write it down. Okay. If I'm right, all of you subscribe. If I'm wrong, yeah, I don't know. Preezy says, I'm still holding out. Okay. Me too. Ray, what's going on? Doge having outstanding coins makes it good for long term because it can last forever technically. Right, that's the problem. A lot of these coins with limited circulating supply, I mean, you forget, like, what if it becomes, like, it pretty much limits it. Like, you can't use it as currency because you can't not everybody in the world can even have one. There's too many people, or at least a reasonable amount. So coins like let's take a look here. Let's go to CoinMarketCap really quick. So something like Bitcoin, for example, there's 18,756,581 Bitcoins in circulation. That means not everyone, I don't even, in the United States even, can have one Bitcoin. There's not enough of them. So then you're trading in fractions of coins, or there's just not enough to go around. And don't get me wrong, that has directly contributed to the value per coin, but this is not something that you're going to want to use as currency, right? There's just not enough of it. So that's where this problem comes into play. And the creation of coins is not going to be enough to even ever get it to a point. And we know this already based off, Bitcoin's future is already written in stone. It's in the coding. Everybody knows what's going to happen to the supply and when it's going to stop being created. I think somewhere around 2040 is when the last Bitcoin will be mined. But there's a firm limit, right? Even looking at something like Ethereum with 116 million ETH, that's not really that much. Not to be a currency. Now to hold and watch the value go up, yeah, you can get enough. 5 ETH, I'll be cool, right? That's 10 grand. But 116 million, not enough. But then you look at something like Cardano, 32 billion. Okay, maybe. How many people are there right now? What's the global population? Is it like 6, 7? Maybe it's like 8 billion by now. I haven't looked recently. So that's getting there. If everybody had some Cardano, you could probably have like four each per person in the world. All right, getting warmer. But then you got something like Dogecoin, which has, what's this number here? 130 billion. Even still, that number's not even that high. But the main problem with Doge isn't the circulating supply, it's the creation, how many of them are made. But the thing is, with that many being made, that really sets it up nice. If the adoption just starts to snowball, that sets it up nicely to actually take over as a currency that could be used globally, because then the demand will be really, really high, the value will be nice, and then the circulating, the creation per block rate will help continue making Dogecoins to then start trying to keep up with the supply, with the demand, as people want it, and there's just not enough of it. So there's that. But even if you're thinking of global currency, how much? 130 billion is really not that much. We just had a $2 trillion stimulus package. So, that's 2 trillion US dollars that just got printed, right? There's only 130 billion Doge total. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Next comment. If we get the Elon news and get $1 this year, what's the future going to hold? Is $10 even possible, or is the market cap too big? So already doing the math, we know that. So let's just look. Ethereum 233, Dogecoin currently 25. Dogecoin 10x from current, which would put it at about $1.20. That would, or let's just say $1.15 would put it right at Ethereum's current market cap. Ethereum's current market cap is going to double when the market recovers, as Ethereum gets back to $4,380, which is where it came down from, which means, let's just say 250 billion times 2, that's going to be $500 billion. 500 billion is what the market cap is going to be probably within the next couple months on Ethereum. That means Dogecoin could, if it wanted to, let's just say somehow gained enough value to match Ethereum's market cap. That means Dogecoin could 20x current value and be worth the same as Ethereum project overall, which means that would put Dogecoin somewhere around $2.50, right? $2.50 per Dogecoin. So then we're saying Dogecoin to $10, which is going to be 4 times that. So that's going to put us at like a $5 trillion market cap. No. I just lost track of my math. $2.5 trillion market cap, which is going to be still twice as high, 2.5 times as high as Bitcoin once Bitcoin recovers. So that's going to be a stretch. Definitely don't think that can happen anytime soon, right? Because that would be putting Dogecoin at like $2.5 trillion. And that is just a whole lot, market cap wise. Now, once Bitcoin recovers and heads back to like 100 grand, this number is going to already be like 1.5 trillion market cap. But Ethereum's still going to be like 600, 700,000. It's still kind of high. So we're talking maybe in a couple years, once Bitcoin's value is in the couple $100,000 and Ethereum's like, I don't know, 10 times this or higher, 15 times this, then maybe Dogecoin can have room to be up there at $10 per. But short term, it's not possible. If you're just asking me without going into all these details, is it possible or not? Like reasonable? No. I'd say really $3 shortish term, and by shortish term I mean by end of next year, is probably the only reasonable number I can think of as a price target. Anything beyond that, we're going to have to see the rest of the market leaders up here really take off, or Dogecoin's use and functionality improve drastically. Because right now, Dogecoin just doesn't do anything to make it worth Ethereum and Bitcoin. These guys do things. Dogecoin is just a coin. It is a token. So, but the thing is, once Dogecoin gets smart contracts, and we see what can be done with that could absolutely change the game, all right? And I'm not saying it's going to suddenly become the Cardano and Ethereum killer all of a sudden, but Dogecoin could have this value that makes it like equally as valuable as a retail coin compared to ETH. Like 5 to 10 years? Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say like sky's the limit 5 to 10 years down the road, because we know how fast cryptocurrency can expand. We know, we see things 10, 100x just out of nowhere. So give it 5 to 10 years and I'm sure some stuff will happen. But at the same time, I'm also sure Dogecoin will have competition. But that's why I try not to look that far down the road, because we don't know what competition Dogecoin will have. Will there be another coin that we're all, drooling over that is 50 times cheaper to use and 50 times faster, and also has a family-friendly logo and name that now we're getting diversifying into, that slowly starts to defeat Dogecoin? 5 to 10 years from now, there's no way to know. And that could end up holding Dogecoin from growing beyond $4 or $5. Maybe it hits that, peaks, and starts to fall back as competition starts to catch up. So can't really look out that far, but if best case scenario, Dogecoin doesn't get competition and just keeps getting better, yeah, absolutely. Why not? Right? Because we can assume Bitcoin and Ethereum will be extremely expensive, which will give Dogecoin all the room in the world to hit high market caps. It could also be dead in 10 years too. Exactly. That's why when people are asking for like predictions like 3-4 years from now, I really can't do that, because crypto, this whole game just started a couple months ago. I mean, before January, what coins were really any of you in this chat actively looking at, except for Bitcoin? I mean, honestly, maybe you already knew about Ethereum, but a lot of these coins that even just started coming up are relatively new. And I mean, you go back to maybe some point last year and you start seeing a lot of these layer 2 solutions having popped up. But really, I mean, cryptocurrency as a whole, like the space that we know it as right now today, is in its infancy stage. So, and we've seen how fast it's exploded, just taken off. So when you start trying to then say, well, what's going to happen like in 15 years in crypto? It's like, I don't know. We barely even know what's going to happen in 2 years. So it's really just getting speculative at that point. But yeah, I mean, at this rate of increase, it's completely reasonable to say 5 to 10 years, Dogecoin could be $10, and that Bitcoin could be $500, $600, $700, $800, $900,000, especially with its rate of increase. And then ETH could be like 50 grand. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so crypto could be dead. So could Dogecoin. That's my thing. Like, our Dogecoin play is assuming everything continues in this perfect world that we're in right now, where everything's just kind of going according to plan. Come next year, same time next year, though, there could be 3 other coins seriously giving Dogecoin a run for its money that we might be split in thirds with our, diversifying our portfolio into all 3 or something like that. So I don't know, when you go beyond Elon Musk Dogecoin for Tesla, other retailers accepting it, and then getting into like the next year space, getting closer to $2 and beyond, by that time, like mid next year, there's gotta be another coin that comes and tries to steal some thunder. There's gotta be one. It's just kind of the way things tend to happen, right? It catches people's eye and they're like, oh, let's get in on that. So we'll see. Looking here at Dogecoin, it's kind of funny. It has not moved since we started the stream. But yeah, as you can see, we had a nice dip last night, kind of overnight here, to 1879. We've got some bounces out, but I'll be completely honest, it still looks bad. All right, just take a look here. I'm gonna leave this view for you guys right here, and hopefully you see what I see, but it looks kind of bad still. Kind of got a bit of a head and shoulders going on right here as well. Well, not really. All right, it looks like it zoomed out further. It's actually, yeah, not quite. Hey, thank you, James. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Did I see the Axe body spray Doge can? I did. Yeah, let me show that for any of you guys that did not see. Axe is making a Dogecoin Axe spray. So that's cool. And what that's going to do is spread awareness for Dogecoin. That's going to help the price to go up a lot. All right. So it says, hey Doge Army, who's ready for the Doge can? All right. And then they posted this little photo of a Doge. And then there were some other photos in here that showed some more pictures of the can. All right, here we go. So you see this? Crypto Cent with a dank Musk. That's kind of a play on not only being funny, but Elon Musk. Yeah. So there's the Doge can. And you can see it's a rocket going to the moon. Doge to the moon. See how they did all that all in one? And then there's just some other photos. Oh, they're kind of the same. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. What I recommended was that they make a Dogecoin body wash, because I don't wear Axe body spray anymore. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I used to when I was younger. Now I'm more of a cologne guy. But when it comes to body wash, as long as it smells good, I'll rock with that, right? Most people can't smell your body wash anyway, but you can. So I would love to see a Dogecoin body wash, and I recommended that they name it Doge Wash, like dog wash, but Doge Wash. I don't know. If they're gonna do Doge can, they should have the Doge Wash too. All right, I would absolutely buy that. So let's if you agree with that, click the like, follow me on Twitter, find the tweet, and like thumbs up it, or say like, yeah, Doge Wash. Let's try and get that going. I would actually buy that for real. Hey, what's going on, Skydive? Welcome to the stream. The Axe was the whole squad's only spray in high school. That's going to spread awareness so much for the younger kids. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, when I was a younger kid too, I used to wear Axe, but now I don't. So I would prefer, if I get the spray, I'm not going to be wearing it as like cologne. So that's going to sit as a souvenir. But what I would actually use would be body wash if they made like the Doge Wash. Zeus, what's going on? Is Doge dead? No. Crypto markets just crashed, that's all. It's the same way that the stock market isn't dead when it has bad days or months. The crypto market's not dead either. It's just having a bit of a moment, but it will recover. Just gotta give it some time. Thank you all for those likes too. Can we get up to like 35? I appreciate that. If you haven't clicked that button, consider expending your like on behalf of the stream. Thank you. Luis says, when will Doge go to 38 cents? Within the next probably 2 months, easily. Or less, maybe within the next month, 4 weeks. Because what's going to happen here, we're getting near the bottom, right? We don't have much more room to keep going. Probably the lowest we'll hit, like I said, my guess was what, 14.56? But of course, that might not be 100% accurate, but that's just my guess. Somewhere down here, 14, 15 cent range. Probably the lowest we go, and then we take off for good as everyone buys that up, right? And then we probably don't come back. Once that happens, that's going to start the moves up towards Bitcoin, like near 40, 42 grand, 45, and then we'll have to wait on Elon to give us some more momentum. Jared, what's going on? Oh man, the like button coming in with it. Appreciate that. Here comes the hype. Already got the button 2x. Jeez. Liked and commented on the tweet. Hey, thank you. If you guys are in agreement with that, I'll link the tweet right here in the chat. All right, and you can comment on it, like it, tell Axe that you want them to do it, okay? Because I'm serious when I say I'm not going to be wearing Axe body spray. I don't do that anymore. My teenage days have gone. But even though it smells all right, it's just not my move. but I will absolutely use their body wash if it smells good. So here you go. Yeah, Jared came in super hot. Actually, I should put a message there for those just coming in. If you think Axe should make Doge body wash, like this tweet. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the poll. Looks like now we've got almost 40 votes. The question was, did you buy at 18 cents or are you waiting for it to dip further? Looks like at this point in time, and don't forget, if you haven't participated in that poll, just go ahead and answer. It's private. I don't know who's voting, but I do want to see the percentage. So it says 36% ended up buying some at the dip to 18 cents, while 64% are primarily waiting for the next dip. They believe that there's going to be another dip. They don't think that 18 cents was it, and so they're waiting for the deeper dip. They've got more chips and they're waiting for that real dip. Respect. Who hasn't participated in the bottom? Did you mean the button? And while you're on Twitter, guys, consider you can follow me as well. When I'm not live streaming, I'm on Twitter talking about Dogecoin up until I live stream again. So yeah, there's that. Hold DCA, dollar cost average. That's one way to do it. Absolutely. Especially if you have a higher average, just dollar cost average. If you can't mess with it too much and you're not like a day trader or a scalper, just average down, right? There's no need to start overdoing it all of a sudden, panicking, selling and trying to buy back in cheaper. If you've got more capital, just look for the best opportunities possible and use those to start averaging down gradually. And that will put you in the best possible spot for our full recovery. Luis says, once Bitcoin hits 40,000, will it go back down like before or will it keep going up? Well, 42,000 has been the resistance level for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been having problems with 42,000 for the last 2 months, and that's the main level where we'd reach the highest point. And once we hit that point, we would end up rejecting. So if I just go 4 hour and you look here, 42,000 was really like right in this general area near 42. Like this is where we hit the first time, and all these other attempts to it failed. So if we go up to 42,000 again, we need to actually break above 42,000 to make a new high, to confirm the uptrend, test it as support, confirm we're not going to fall back through it, and then continue up. If we can do that, that will be the sign that we're really on our way up. You'll start to see a massive massive rally as everyone starts piling in, especially, you know, out of FOMO. People that didn't buy in near 20s, near 30s, all the FOMO is going to pile in once we confirm we're on our way up, right? And so we'll see a massive move up quickly, and that's going to bring Dogecoin up pretty fast. But above 42,000 is what we need to be at and hold that. Because I snaked the like button. Wow. We're going to pump. Yeah, the optimism and enthusiasm. And yes, welcome all, everybody. If you are new to the stream, feel free to comment. Don't be shy. I read every comment, so say what's up. Ray says, do you think they will make Doge a dollar stablecoin? That's what I'm thinking. They definitely could, but if they do that, I feel like a lot of the hype is going to be lost. People love Dogecoin. They love the movement, they love the community, and they love the opportunity to make money here. If they limit it to $1 and tie it to $1 and make it a stable coin, people are going to start losing faith that it can, because it's not going to be able to go beyond that. So people are just going to start getting bored with it. So I don't think they'll do it. I do see a world where it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't think they'll do it. There's already a couple stable coins that are pegged to the dollar, so I don't feel like they need to do that. We've got USDC, which is kind of enough, and then you've also got Tether and some others. So, all right, a little bit of this move is trying here. If this green candle can get up here and then it continues, could be some moves up a couple cents. We'll see. But I'm personally, like I said yesterday, it doesn't matter what happens here. I already knew it was going to come down to 19-ish flat. You know, it went to 1874, so that's what I was expecting. The first area I'm going to consider buying in is going to be 17, anywhere from 16 to 17 cents. The next area is going to be anywhere from 12 to 14-ish, 15 cents. All right. If it doesn't come down here, I don't care. What I'm going to do is wait, hope that it does. And if it doesn't, and I'm wrong, it doesn't do another dip. Okay, so be it. I don't have any problem with buying at 22 or 23 cents once I get confirmation that we're just going to continue up. All right. Risking 4 cents to me to maybe get a massive dip and a really good average price is okay. That's kind of the game. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And there are levels here to make me think that it's possible, and we still look kind of weak. So there's the possibility that we hit it. All right. And I'm more than happy to also have a 23-cent average. It doesn't matter. You know, that's amazing to have that, especially once we get back to 70 cents. You're going to look at your 24-cent average and you'll be up to like 3x on your investment. So having to buy at 19, I don't feel that way. So I'm going to either wait, see if it goes down, or wait and see if we're going to just start going up from here. And that will be my next buy. Do I think Dogecoin needs a cap for the next decade? No. I think Dogecoin, honestly, Dogecoin just needs more adoption. It needs more people. That's it. There's not really that many Dogecoins out there. Yes, it's a lot when you look at a couple, 100 billion. You say, oh, that's such a large number. Don't forget, in the United States, we just passed like $2+ trillion of stimulus, right? We just printed 2 trillion of something, currency. Dogecoin's 100 billion total circulating supply, all right? US printed 2 trillion. That does not factor in the amount of US dollars that was already in circulation, whereas Dogecoin is only 100 billion coins. So that should tell you that with adoption, that 100 billion number is not going to seem so big anymore once everybody's using it, all right? Because we're interacting with trillions of dollars, but there's only 100 billion coins. It's not really that much. It just sounds like a big number. The main problem has nothing to do with the circulating supply. It has everything to do with how many coins are rewarded, the block rewards. I think it's 10,000 coins per block, right? And there's 1 block per minute. So every minute, 10,000 coins are being forged and created out of nowhere to pay the miners. So that is a lot, and that adds up very, very quickly, right? And so I forgot, let's just do okay, how many Doge coins are mined a year, right? Because I forgot, it's like a large amount, all right? 18 billion Dogecoins are created every year. That's where the number gets a little wild, okay? It's not how many are in circulating supply, it's how many are being created. So if they can limit the rewards and slow that down a little bit, that could really help with the inflation concern. Limit the supply that's being created and slow that down so that the demand can at least catch up to the supply rate. Because right now we're in the infancy stages, so there's definitely going to be kind of more supply right now than demand. But if we can slow down the supply, let the demand catch up, and then flip that, it'll turn more into like we'll have more of a deflationary scenario. Do I think? Oh, I read that one. 16 cents for me. Buy. I like that. Do I think we'll know by the end of the month? Yes, absolutely. I do. Absolutely, 100%. Yes. Miss Decade, what's going on? How's it going? Miss Decade, rather. Yeah, absolutely. Chat it up. Ask any questions. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to the stream and you haven't already, click that subscribe button. What's holding you back? Appreciate all of your support with that. Let's see. Any other questions? All right, poll looks like we've moved a little bit, couple percentage points from 34. Oh no, 34.66. That's exactly where we were. All right. One thing, keep this in mind. we're seeing and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, we're seeing all of these solutions coming out for being able to pay with cryptocurrency in multiple places. It's not so much about adoption. It is about adoption, right? But it's more about acceptance, in my opinion, right? So we're actually starting to see this problem where these companies are taking advantage of the crypto movement, and people really aren't thinking about this the way that they should be, and it's kind of bothering me. There's companies coming out here taking advantage of the crypto movement and making it possible for us to spend our cryptocurrency. It is already possible and has been possible to spend our cryptocurrency as long as you're not using something like Robinhood. All they're doing is making it easier for you. They're not doing anything special. They're not helping increase awareness. They are not helping to put solutions in place to make crypto stick. All they're doing is taking advantage of the market. That's it. So things like BitPay and things that are similar to that, all they do is they provide you with an exchange that also lets you make payment. But what they do is they take your crypto, and when you're ready to make payment, they just convert it for you in the same way that you take your Dogecoin. They convert it to USD or USD coin and then transfer it to fiat, and then they pay the merchant in US dollars. The merchant has no idea you paid in Dogecoin. They have no idea that you paid in cryptocurrency. All they're getting is dollars, just like they would with any other Visa or MasterCard, right? That does nothing for cryptocurrency. So don't get fooled. That's why just pushing for places to accept Dogecoin, like take Dogecoin, and seeing all these new apps accepting Dogecoin as methods of payment. Those are not catalysts. They're just not. Dogecoin is already at a point where enough people take it seriously that there's going to be ways to spend it and to send it to people as payment. We're already there. What we want to see is people take it seriously, not just as a meme coin that we can interact with, but take it seriously as a currency. To take it seriously as a currency, we need to see locations actually take and want to have Dogecoin as payment. You know what I mean? Not just letting you do whatever you want on your end, but then they want the US dollar in return. But take it seriously like they take Bitcoin seriously. Like we'll accept payment via cash, or we'll accept Bitcoin, or we'll accept Dogecoin, right? And when we get your payment directly, when you send us the Dogecoin and we take your Dogecoin, not US dollar that's been converted, but when we take your Dogecoin you sent us and we're holding Dogecoin, we also don't mind continuing to hold the Dogecoin. We're not just going to take it and go flip it out for the US dollar because we think it's this unstable, volatile meme coin that is very temporary and it's going to lose its value. All right. So that's where we want to get to, where people are taking Dogecoin serious. These things like BitPay and other apps like that, they don't help with that. In fact, they really make it worse because they fool people that are just not really thinking about it too much into thinking that these things are good for cryptocurrency. But what all they're doing is contributing to Dogecoin possibly fading out over time as people, because what's going to happen, these catalysts, BitPay accepting it, other things that are similar to BitPay coming out and saying you could pay with Doge, they're going to come out, and a lot of the smarter money is going to know it doesn't mean anything, and no one's going to buy into those announcements. And so people are going to be like, oh, is Dogecoin dead? Like, is it not going to go any further? It's because these announcements don't mean anything. We need meaningful announcements. We want to push native acceptance of Dogecoin as payment. Dogebeans.com. Man, I should get sponsored by them, I'll be honest. Dogebeans.com. Check them out. Get your Doge Beans from Dogebeans.com. They not only have multiple flavors of Dogecoin flavored coffee, which I personally don't even know if I'm going to drink for now because it's kind of cool just to have this as a souvenir and something to remember. But you can also pay for these and buy them directly, natively in Dogecoin. Yes, I said it, directly, natively in Dogecoin. How do you do it? Do you have a Coinbase wallet or another wallet that allows you to send your Dogecoin to someone else, to a friend, to me at the QR code above as a donation or tip? If you do have an exchange like that, what they'll do is they'll say, all right, your total is going to be, for example, 100 Dogecoin for the coffee, which is going to be the equivalent of like $20. So what you do, they give you a QR code to scan, you open your wallet app, You send 100 Dogecoin, scan the QR code, and then it gives you the green check mark and says transaction complete. It's that easy, guys. Go get your Doge beans at dogebeans.com. See, I could get sponsored, right? Just eliminate some of the stumbling there. We'll get there one day. But no, for real, it's pretty cool. So for those that didn't see, I've been probably showing this on the stream every single day. But I do want to show you guys because this is what I'm talking about we need to see. All right. This is it. So this is dogebeans.com. Dogecoin themed coffee shop products. You get the products here. Colombia, Doge Beans Rise Blend, Moon Fuel, the CEO. You can subscribe, whatever. But then let's just say you add one to your cart. Let's just do Doge Beans Rise. Add to cart. All right, and don't look at my personal information. So let's go to checkout. And then you get to this point right here. Oh my, that's my credit card information. Okay, so then what ends up happening, it tells you what the total is going to be in US dollars, and you can either pick to pay with your credit card or you can pay in Dogecoin or other cryptocurrency. So it says, please select a currency. You click it, you can pick, and it tells you what the rate will be. Either 0.0075 Bitcoin, 125 Dogecoin, 0.012 Ethereum, 0.18 Litecoin, or you could pay in stablecoin DAI. So I'm going to say I want to pay in Doge, okay? So I click it, place order. All right. Place order, and then email address, whatever, at gmail.com. Okay. Place order. Oh, I messed up. Please hold. I clicked the wrong token and now it's trying to check me out in DAI. I don't want to use DAI. All right, bear with me. All right, I'm struggling. But this is cool. So I just want to show it to anybody that didn't see this yet. All right, here we go. Check out again. Scroll down. Dogecoin. There we go. Place order. And there. Then it gives you this screen right here. It says send this amount of Doge to this address, or you can just scan with your wallet, like Coinbase wallet, click send and scan the QR code. And then once they've received it, which takes about 15 seconds or less, you'll get a check mark and it'll say transaction complete and it'll give you the confirmation. To me, I think that's really sick. So if you want to, that's what we need to see. Places like Walmart, places like Amazon, places like Target, and coffee shops, local coffee shops and other places actually accepting your Dogecoin as payment, not just these services that are giving you this like crypto.com or Coinbase debit card that lets you load your Dogecoin on there, but then when you go to pay it, it transfers it and sells it for you, buys up the US dollar, and then gives the local person US dollar. That's not going to help us spread the word. That's not going to help more people know what Dogecoin is. They're actually going to have no idea that you even paid with Dogecoin. So it really defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, that's my point. Support stuff like that. If you do buy some on Twitter, let Doge Beans know I sent you, right? Maybe they will sponsor me. That'd be pretty dope. All right. So, hi, how are you? Do I think Dogecoin will go down? Yes, I do. I'm not saying it will, but when you look at this from like a 30-minute time frame perspective, it still looks pretty weak here. If you just look here, we have not really at any point gotten above the 200 EMA line. We've been dragging it down pretty steeply here. We're still on this downward trajectory, still making overall lower highs, lower lows on the way down. So I still think Dogecoin is going to go down. If we end up breaking above the 200 EMA, excuse that thunder, breaking above the 200 EMA, getting above like 21 cents and starting to move up, then I'll start maybe considering maybe this 18 was the last time. Maybe we are going to start heading back up to like mid 20s, upper 20s. As of this moment though, I still think we go down to 17, or at least do another touchdown here to 18, and then probably fail, go back down towards the 16 to 17 area that we were in before, and then we'll see how we do there. And I think the real dip buy opportunity is if we fall through there and we get to like 14-ish cents. That's going to be the money spot, right? Okay, so sell now and buy the dip. I wouldn't necessarily sell. Averaging down is probably a good play at this point. We're already at like 19 cents. In my opinion, 19 cents isn't like a sell. If anything, this is where you'd start considering your buy. And I would, if you have money, just scale in or something like that instead. I don't really think I would sell, because at best you're potentially getting what, like 3 cents dip, 4 maybe, and you're risking that by selling here. For long term, I mean, we're going to go from 19 cents up to like 60, 70 cents, and you're going to potentially mess your whole game up here to get your average to move from 19 to like 16. It's not that big of a deal. So if anything, just probably don't buy any more at 19 and wait to see what happens next. That would be my suggestion. And then if we go down here, buy some more. If we go even further, then probably all in at that area, low to mid-teens Doge. And then strap on for the ride, because we're probably going to take off like a rocket after that. All right, guys, so that's all I got for today. Hopefully that answered all your questions. I will, of course, be on Twitter after this stream. But yeah, if you've got any questions for me, hopefully I answered them today. If not, feel free, think of any questions you potentially could have for me, and hit me with them tomorrow in the next live stream, which will be around the same time. So thank you all for supporting the stream. Thank you all for hanging out. Hopefully you're all making money. I know most of you are. And if you're new to the stream, make sure you come back tomorrow on the next live stream so you can join the money crew, because we're all profitable over here. That's our goal. Not financial advice. Nothing in this stream was financial advice, and it was for entertainment purposes only, and to help you learn how to trade, how to be a better trader, how to think smart, and to have a good expectation of where the dips to potentially buy will be. But nothing I said was advice to buy or sell, right? Just suggestions. So yes, thank you, Skydive. I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Click subscribe so I can catch you tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next live stream. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter if you haven't as well. See ya.